Hola, good afternoon. I had planned to go to the Heartstones today, but it's just too windy. If I'd hold my coat over my we used to do as kids, I would have flown all the way home. There's a pigeon walking with us as well, right in front of me. Hey up, pigeon. There. The line of the horizon you can see there is the sea. Not actually that far away from the coast. If it was a clearer day, you could see Southerness in the background, Scotland. Pam's Journey, thank you for coming in. On the way. During the Jacobite rebellion around here, and this is said to be the spot that there was a tree that some Jacobite rebels were hung. Mr. J, how are you doing? I haven't seen you for ages. So this is the monument that was built. The stone is placed to mark the site of the ancient Capon tree. VNDR? No idea. Whose shade the judges of the size rested and iron. Basically, they hung them for adherence to the laws of the royal line of Stuart. And they were James Innes from the Forfarshire Regiment. That's a tongue twister. Patrick Lindsay from Kilmarnock Regiment. Ronald MacDonald. Ooh. Did he make burgers? From Clanranald Regiment. Thomas Park from Manchester, along with Peter Taylor and Michael Dellard, all from the Manchester Regiment. Nice one, Blackburn's World. Key Weasel, hey mate, how you doing? Colonel James Innes. So James Innes was a colonel. Blackburn's World has got a lush channel. He's absolutely awesome. If you have a bit of cross hit him up. He's brilliant. Now, I don't know whether they were arguing that was the base of the tree and that's why they've planted the oak in it. I think it is. But there was a lot of local debate whether it was a tree like these beeches. Secret Blackburn, I'll show you this. Jacobite Rebellion. Colonel James Innes or Innes. I don't know if you can read that. Forfarshire Regiment. I can't say that one. Patrick Lindsay of Kilmarnock. Ranald MacDonald. Clanranald. Thomas Park. Peter Taylor and Michael Dellard. The last three are from Manchester. So if he's a Ranald and it's a Clanranald, interesting. But Colonel James Innes, Captain Patrick Lindsay, they've called him Ronald MacDonald on there. But yeah, the debate was about the type of tree that they were hung on. So it looks like that was the original tree they decided on, and they've replaced it with an oak. But you see, these beeches are massive. They're old. But who knows? We've had this lovely seat crafted in. Now this one, the tree is an oak. They've tried to make it into oak leaves. So whether that's to fit in with the story, I don't know. Little bit of local history. Right, up here, go see the goats. 3 goats, I don't know what kind they are. They're not fainting goats, I love goats. How's things with you, Mr. J? All right, look at the size of that beech tree. There's a lot of age to that, although it does look like 2 trees are molded together. Angela J, are you awake? Is it not mega? Is it dead late for you or really early? That's really late for you, isn't it? Angela, thank you for coming in. We're going to the Roman woods. Vicky, thank you for coming in. Good morning. And I don't know how old these trees. I think the Jacobite Rebellion was 1700, so it is. Well, no, they'll not be that old. Pam, is it really late for you or really early? Which one? I'm terrible with the time zones. I can just about work out Jake's. Nearly a full day ahead. Well, not far off it. Oh, so it's not as late as I thought it was. Not be long, which you can hardly see for those bracken. These old beeches do grow weirdly. That is massive. Looks like it's got a nest in the middle, and that one. These branches are like a full tree. Angela, I made that, the fruit dumplings. Oh, it's lush. Keep the recipes coming. All right, Vicky, hope it goes okay. Oh, the man's in cutting the grass where the cows and goats are. Smee, you all right? The goats are out though. I would love a goat. He's got 3. Do you think he'll let us have one? Riri, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. Ugh, this path's all boggy. Hello, Mr. Robin. Georgia, dive in recovery. Thank you very much for coming in. Lovely to see you. Icky. Yeah. There's the goats. You're not very sociable, you goats, are you? Wales, nice to see you. Wales goes down some mines and caves. Gives me palpitations, but at the same time, it's beautiful down there. I'm a bit of a claustrophobic type person, so. Dirty Magyackers, how you doing? Three goats. And the billy goats, and I can hum them from here. Georgia, if you haven't got a wrench, After the live, I'll go back in and I'll give you one. I can't get to pan them out on StreamYard. Oh, brilliant, Riri. It's going to make such a massive difference. Huge difference for you to get around. Some independence back. The main road's dead busy today. Don't know if you have those, any of you in the US. They're evil nettles. Round here, there's a cheese made with nettles in it. Oh, it's lush. Really nice. Frack, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. Hilda. Lovely to see you. I'd love to know how they got that giant tree, because that's about 5 foot in width. How they got it there? Because there's no crater where it's come out of the ground, but it's also stuck in that gap. Just can't work it out. Patty, good morning. How are you today? Oh dear God. Have a look on Wales' channel. He's a lot braver than I ever was, or would be, going down where he goes down. Some beautiful places though he finds. Right, we've got this electric power station around this corner. It's only a little one. So far, touch wood, touches the head. StreamYard is holding a lot better than YouTube did. So we'll see if I can squeeze past it. If not, it'll just be a couple of seconds, but it buffers. Right, let's go. Hazelnuts. I suppose last year someone beat me to it to pick them. This, I have no idea what it is. The leaves are kind of like raspberry leaves, but it's a shrub. White flowers like an elderflower. No idea what they are. There's another hazel tree. Have we got any baby hazels on? I can't see any. Have we? A nice oak tree. Get in, I've got past. Purple, you're right. Right, do we go? We'll go this way because it's a pain in the arse having to walk back up this hill on the way back. This is where we live. In a sec. Hi Anthony, thanks for coming in. Sniper, dude, thank you for coming in. Oops, I can't reach. Seed pods. Run, run, purple, run. I got ash. There were loads of sirens here this morning, but this is a main east-west coast road. So it links Newcastle up with Carlisle. It's very busy. there. That wood there, and all the way along the horizon is the Rowan Quarry Wood. It's huge. And then you've got that National Cycleway monumenty thing. Royal Bank of Scotland funded that. Hi, Brandon. Oh, God, yeah, it's winter for you, isn't it? It's summer for me. Bloody wind. Hang on. I'm going to tuck you. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Anne-Marie, thank you so much for coming in. Vendetta, legend. Some of these little hills are very odd. Looks like earthworks more than the landscape. But it could easily have been from the building of the road. Tim, how you doing? Good morning. Is this you on your way to work? Loads of caravans. I haven't seen any travellers on the way back. Oh no, I could be fair this weekend. Is it? Or is it only happened? I think it's maybe this weekend. But a few stopped through where I live to rest the horses and just have a break on the travel. But you have travellers all from over Europe coming to Appleby for the horse fair. They take over the town for a few days. Remember me this way? Nice to see you. Scuff Frank, how are you doing? Good morning. I don't know if you can see that telegraph pole's on a bit of a wonk. It's leaning to the right. Brandon, where you are, does it get really, really cold? Does it get below freezing? Do you get lots of lovely snow? Road's really busy today. This busy road is 4 lanes at this moment in time, and a lady in her 80s decided to cross it there, just down the bottom here, rather than walk the way I have. Sadly, I've got a video. She was airlifted out, and she lost her leg, but she was home within a month or so, and she's out walking on a prosthetic up and down the street. And she's 80 years old. Brandon, 11 degrees is not far off from where it is here when we're calling it summer. There was a dog went missing, and it was hit by a car on this road. A young Labrador, because I had people ringing me to ask if it was my dog, but they couldn't catch it. So I came up, oops, ignore that. They couldn't catch it. It didn't look too badly injured, but they just couldn't catch it. So I came up doing laps and laps and laps on either side of the road. That's the crossing that old lady tried to come across. Madness, I wouldn't try it at all. So I came up with a bag of chicken in my pocket trying to find it. And luckily, I bumped into a farmer who has all these fields on this side. He went out for a drive around and he found it. It was scared. It was only young. I don't even think it was 1 year old. But it got reunited with its neighbours, its owners, and it was fine. So, but the thought of that little dog lost, they've been terrified. I thought, right, I'm going out looking. See signs like that. keep out, but there's a path. That kind of thing makes me want to go in all the time. I think it's the nosiness. I'm very nosy. There's a path through it. Question is, why is there a path? Oh, cool, Brandon. I love snow. It's one of my favourite things ever. I love red hot sun or snow. Anything else in between is like, meh, can't be bothered. Try and protect the mic from the wind a bit. Miss Southern Belle, how's the packing going? I love shopping trips with Miss Southern Belle. She's so funny. There you go. So you got the coast just behind those hills. You can't see the sea. Wind turbines from here. Oh, you can't even see. Oh, you can just behind that telegraph pole, in the distance in the haze is the Lake District. You got the sea all the way along that side. Seeker Blackburn does lovely walks out like I do. He's got some gorgeous places where he lives and he knows a lot. I'm nearly in the wood. When we're in the wood, we're out this blooming wind. Aye, aye. Oh, it's a water cover. I'm trying to protect you as much as I can. Lisa Marie, thank you for coming in. Trying to get away from this wind to protect you all. Nothing worse. I can't win. It's either wind or torrential rain. When I went out the other day, I was so wet. It took me ages to get dry the last time. That other pathway I found, I think it brings you out here. Possibly. It looks like the same shape wood, but I could be wrong. I probably am wrong. We're nearly down the wood. On the hills behind, so on the right. Daughter on the phone there, sorry. I can't go anywhere without the phone ringing. Someone wanting me. Savinda, thank you for coming in. No Parts Garage, how are you doing? I never get 5 minutes peace. Someone's always trying to ring us or someone's shouting us down the stairs. God forbid. So yeah, there's a sand quarry behind there, and there's a motorcycle track, and have some national events on at that one. And the track looks scary. There's also a gladiator event in these fields around, and actually in the woods itself. And it looks brutal every year. People have ended up airlifted to hospital as dairy cows with iffy injuries on the base of the motorcycle track. They have big slides down the hills. Hello, Mr. Farmer. Farmers aren't so much credit crops this year. I don't know if you've noticed it, Blackburn, around you, or whether it's just meadows. But a lot of them are silaging rather than growing grass, basically, rather than growing crops, which is a bit odd. Sniper, my friend, love Sniper. Back, I put something on my community page. The Artemis 1 on the Orion spaceship going up. You can add your names to go up and do a lap around the moon. First unmanned voyage with the hopes of taking people to the moon. The silage bins stink. There, that green bit there is all silage grass that's cut, packed in. Good for them, but it don't half smell. So, Vindy, yes, I'm connected to you. I can't give you a wrench while I'm on here. The Streamlabs doesn't let me. And you also can't see who your mods are, but pretty much everyone else has got a wrench, I think. Hooray, we're at the side of the wood. This stuff. Secret Blackburn, what do you call this? Because here we call it Sticky Willy. You can see, and loads of tiny little hooks. And it sticks like Velcro. And here it's called Sticky Willy. Kids of many generations have been gathering it and throwing it at each other and throwing it at the parents. So they walk around with it on their clothes and they can't even feel it. Doug, thank you very much for coming in. Nigel's lush. What have we got on here? That's a hazel. Beech nuts. It takes forever to collect enough beech nuts to actually do anything with them. They taste lush. They're very like milky, aren't they? So I'm walking the opposite way. So here we are at the entrance to the woods. Now that is an old caravan. A lot of the farmers are taking caravans like that for their farmhands. So they live on site and pay them less money because they're also roofing them. But when you got it, you got it. Let's get past this guy. Really warm in here. Yeah, Sticky Willy. We used to be chucking at each other all day long. Going behind people and sticking it on their clothes without them knowing. The works. Catching you on a zip. Right. If you can hear that. family of either blue tits or coal tits with chicks. And we're in. This part of the wood is full to the brim of birds. And it's because of the oaks. Blows them all around my head. That was a branch falling. Oh, it just fell just there. See, secret back. Right, hang on, I'm going to go down. Beth, if you're watching, ignore this bit. It's this stone that I'm on. Don't want to go on my arse. But, hang on, that bit's easier. See all the sand deposits in the bottom? Right, that's another branch just come down near my head. You've got black sand, you've got quartz, you've got the sandstone, all in the bottom. Yet again, I forgot to put a bag in my pocket because I want to get a bag full, take it home, and I don't want to panic. Goodies for local people, stones from the quarries, venison from deer, wood from the trees. During the last 200 years, trees like the beech, sweet chestnut and larch were planted for their timber. We've got kingfishers in here. There's a lot of dippers. I've seen the dippers, but I haven't seen the kingfishers. I haven't seen the pied flycatchers. What else have we got? Hopefully we'll have still got red squirrels in here. But that is what I want to find. We're here. So where the paths connect together is where the cave is. I don't know if we're going to be able to see it because of all the trees being so green now. Yeah, totally on bedrock. People are making so many paths through here and I want to do them all. It's that nosy thing. But it's pure bedrock. Secret Blackburn, it's sandstone. You can see some more geology along here. I think it might be a bit too boggy. There were a deer down here last time I was here, so I followed its tracks down and I nearly went on my backside. And as I'm not in the car, I don't fancy going home. Big blackbird on that dead branch there, just pop down. Right, let's have a look over here. Deccan, how you doing? Was on yours this morning. I wasn't getting notifications, so sorry, dude. Let's have catch you on it. These edges are overhanging. Okay, Beth, don't watch. Can you see how it's worn through the bedrock? I'll try and take you down if signal will let me to the water edge where the kettles are. Fog. Yeah, do it. Have you got a pan? Tell you what, I have got. The gold pans are like ribbed, aren't they? And I've got a metal lid off a wok, same shape and size as a gold pan, and the same ribbon inside it. So all else fails, I'll play with that. Oh my God, my legs. I've not done decent hills for a week or two. Polar Bear, how you doing? Polar Bear sure would. Secret Blackburn goes to some beautiful places as well. Already so high above the water. That's what you call dead. It's like a big old slingshot. It's no wonder so many of the trees fall so often. Such a steep bank. And it's all sandstone. So the roots just don't have an anchor. Or very little anyway. Nice to see the cutting back. How did they cut that back? The ivy. Yeah, it's dead anyway. Oh, heck. What was that? Pay more attention to your feet, Shazza. Right, we'll see if we can get down here. Signal allowing. So I want to take you to the kettles. I'll show you that secret blackberry. You get a better look at it there. And this clearing just down here, this is Jay, yeah. You look down there. StreamYards need to make it so you can see who has a wrench and who doesn't, and allow you to zoom in because it doesn't let me. This clearing to me has always been really odd. I can't figure it out. Oh, you'll see when I get round this corner. It's just odd how the trees are planted in a circle. Kinda, if they hadn't all been falling over. Yeah, you got evidence to go and you can clean Got all these branches that have been coming down. Big old tree. There's another big tree, 2 trees there, hanged on the other trees. My favourite tree was taken down and it had knobbly bobblies on it that looked like faces. Right, I'm going to risk it and see if I can get down there. It looks like we're holding decently, but we are in a little valley. Water's not too high actually for all the rain that we've had. Another place where people have put seats in for the lost loved ones. There's another one over there that's like a resin one. It'll last the test of time. Right, here the geology is sandstone. All sandstone, pretty much nothing else. And over the centuries, the river has worn this channel. You can't get in, son. Right. Don't like these ledges because they overhang. But you can see it's all sandstone. Looks like steps over there. And where the whirlpools have been, they've created kettle holes. And when you look in these kettle holes, the height they are above the water, and look at the size of the rocks. The rocks are, I would say, some are much bigger than hand size. Do I dare stand on that one? John May, thank you for coming in, my friend. Oh, shoot. Right, I'm coming down. There you go. These are the kettle holes. I'm not a fan of heights as it is, but see how the whirlpools in the water have carved those out. You've got waterfalls that come down the hills that have worn them as well. The banks through the stone. A long time ago, an iceberg will have come round through here and it's carved it all out. But if you look at the size of the stones, particularly in that one, just there, they are huge. And I would say that's about 4 foot from the water. It's a little bit swollen, but not massively. But look at this, you've got that force of water through that tiny channel just there. That's got to be deep. You can see it's all just bedrock. Right, I'll take you back up the way I came. Sandstone is lethal. When it goes green, it's incredibly slippy. If I start hitting issues with signal, I'll just turn around and come back this way. It's as annoying for me as it is for you. Yeah, really odd little clearing. Guy there with a pair of binoculars. Ooh. Hopefully it'll let me get across to where we're really close to the water. Here, just around this corner, it really overhangs. There's some huge trees on the edge of it. I'm not sure how long they're going to last for. Here you go. Those are decent sized trees, especially those ones there. They're right on the edge of this little overhang. So they're 6 foot into the rock. Look at the roots. So cool, like a little bit of piece of art. They've worked the fault lines You have to follow it all the way down. So it will be ground level. Here we've got a big landslide starting. So I'm not sure how long this path will be here for. We've got, Jesus, that's new. That tree, I don't know how it's still up there. See from here, all the ivy plant life has peeled back off the stone face. And it's all the way along. I don't think it's man-made. I think it's just force of nature. It's pulled itself down once it got leaved. Anyway. There's another deep little channel. Very narrow, but it's got to be deep. The water carves beautiful shapes. So many trees are coming down. This is another part of the landslide piece I was talking about. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see there are trees coming down, but I've found a fault line in that whole bank. Can you see right in the center of the screen there's a tree upside down? That's on the fault line. And it continues all the way along. And I think this bank is all going to go. There's another one. Josh, good morning, me mate. Josh has got a brilliant channel. His better half, Julie, absolutely rocks. You can see along there, fault line continues all the way along here. So when that does come down, it's going to be a big splash. Canaro, you all right? Oh, heck. Branch. Right, when I get to the next bit, please don't laugh at me. There's a really boggy bit that we're coming up to. And on the side of it is logs, like tree stump type logs, not as big as that, but a decent girth on them. And they're like seesaws. I mean, look at the power of the water has washed these down into here. Oh, you see, this is the woodland where that battle I was telling you about happened. And the Scottish mercenaries that came to fight for the guy trying to steal the local castle. Heck, this isn't great either. They'll have been part paid in gold when they turned up at the battlefield, which is like 10 minutes that way on this path. But none of them got out. They're all murdered. Well, all died in battle. And this lovely little river was said to run red with their blood for 3 days. That's a lot of gold left from 3,000 men. 6 Ontario, how you doing? Jesus, this is getting a bit worn and all. We're nearly at my most shooting out. Oh, Christ. I nearly went in. The bank on this side looks pretty safe. Back there, I'm worried about it. Oh, yes. Because I love a metal detector. I wanted one for years, but just never got round to it. What I need next is proper walking boots. That's a priority on my little wish list. Oh, frack, nice. Along here, you get a lot of yellow wagtails and you get dippers. It's meant to be those kingfishers. But no, I've not seen one yet. We're also getting close to where the cave is meant to be. Julie, thank you very much for coming in. Love Julie, she's brilliant. Josh's better half. Right. Left, right, middle. And you see it's pure sand and black sand. Oh, there's a shiny there. I'm going to pick that out. Did I get that? Thought I got a shiny. Focus. Yeah, middle's the way to go. It's all compacted. Hello, how you doing? Right. That I might swear at. Be warned. All this stone has been dumped by the river. The force of water is unbelievable. Some of those are massive. This bank's coming away a bit. This little bay here and little beach I absolutely love. Almost feels like it should be tropical. I'm not sure where this bank's going. These trees weren't leaning over like this the last time I was here. Doing? Love fine dining, they're brilliant. Great channel, great sense of humour, right up my street. Right, we'll get down here. What was that? Anamakas. Right, you've got the black sand in. You've got quartz. You've got the sandstone. How you doing? Thank you for coming in. And under these rocks is where I wanted to come in and take some deposits from. Because I'm thinking it's my best bet. Just look at it. Absolutely love this place. This beach is the water's actually high. Normally the beach comes to that rock there and all this is open. But you can't see for the reflection. But the whole place is just down to bedrock. Someone stood that stone up just there in the middle. Fine dining. It's like a tropical little corner. If you didn't know it was in northern England, you'd think it was somewhere nice and warm. I was finding really weird bugs the last time I was here because I'm a bit nosy. Have there got any bugs? No, no, onto that one. I'm getting up that bank. Silver, hey up. Yeah, Secret, I think it's you. I can't remember what Matt got. I think. We'll have to ask Matt. But don't tell you got 9 first. Let him come up with a number. He got swatted. Him and another panel member both got swatted at the same time. Right, this is the bit I hate. So if they're swearing, I apologise, but I really can't help it. You can see it's like a... Yeah, they got swatted. Right, down to that base, I'd say over 6 foot. Easy. And they've used these big logs to kind of try and hold the bank, but then ferns are in the way, so I can't see how bad the bank is underneath them. But they're better than that fly-filled bog. Two of them, the last time I was here, were like seesaws. So if I swear, I'm sorry, but it's a bit of a long way. Oh, Jesus. They're right on the edge. Oh, jeez. Look. I shouldn't play with it. I've got to come back over it. Good God. I'm not going any further on there. Look at that. It's starting to slip over. This bit worries me because the bank's giving way. Means that whole bit is likely going to give way. And the footpath might not exist for very long. This bit's dropped. This bit's going to go. But because the banks are just so high, there's a lot of water coming down. And there used to be a path up there. And I got over my fear of heights to get up those steps to find there's absolutely bugger all at the top. The path dies off. But I did try. I love this bit. Alana, how are you feeling? Sound of the water here is just heavily. And we're close to where the cave is from that map. I feel like I've got a whisper here. Yeah, of course, Shaq. Frack. Waterfall time. Yeah, do you know what? I want to get on that other bank. Can you see those footsteps? Those little footprints on there. They're not dog. And they're constantly there. So I want to see what's coming down the water on that side. I'm dying to know. Mrs. Nosy. So come with the dogs, I'll let her past. I love this bit, you're so close to the water. Secret Frock's got a brilliant channel. Hiya. Hopefully this will hold for me to get to. You can hear that. It's gorgeous. Alana, thanks for coming in. From that map, it's along in here. I'll see if I can get up the steps. Signal allowing. Outlaw King, thank you very much for coming in. We're looking for a cave. Because if I can work a way to get over this river, I'm going over there when the water level's down a bit. I think I've got a decent chance of getting across because I've just seen I can hop down onto that sandstone there. And get across there. Just gorgeous. I don't think this signal's going to hold. I'll have to come back this way, I think. I don't risk it knocking off. Gee, thank you very much for coming in. Paranormal Search has a fantastic channel too. No, it's the next one. There, and cave is just in here. Be a lot easier to find if I was on that bank. Yeah. In the woods where the Roman quarry is, it's an ancient woodland where there was a battle in 1569. The Queen's forces and a family member trying to battle. Oh my God. Jesus, let me get off these. Oh my God. They had my heart going. That was iffy. And the Romans were here for a good lot of years from the size of the quarry. There's Mr. with his binoculars. What he's up to. We're looking for the birds. Secret Blackburn, Paranormal Search has got a great channel. He's brilliant. Everybody's got a great channel, actually. Yeah. It's a fantastic group of people in general. These tree roots are lethal. He's not doing much apart from wandering around with his binoculars in his hands. I wonder what he's looking. It's the only thing with here, with it being such a little valley, it's a nightmare when it rains. These banks are so steep. It makes life interesting. Hopefully they'll be able to show up that bank back there and this one here, because this one looks like it's starting to drop. Or the Roman quarry won't be accessible from this side unless you go over the back. Nice one, Frack. I wonder why they've exposed this stone. They pulled a lot of stone back. Unless they were looking for more Roman stuff. And expose this stone face. Who knows? The landowner on that side is a very rich businessman. And even though the trees are protected, he took it upon himself to cut a lot down. He was fined hundreds of thousands of pounds for that. It didn't go down well at all with the preservation people and the local council. So hopefully he'll leave it all alone now. Right. This is a bit manky. Jeez. It's probably me. Oh, I've come back to 4G. I've dropped out to 3G down there. It's just, you're too close to the stone and the valley bit. Ugh. So how many little birds? I don't know if you can see how this tree twists. It's grown in a very odd shape. It twists from the base all the way up. That tweet tweet you can hear is long-tailed tits. There's a family up there. Tiny little get birds. There's one just there. With bright pink chests and very long tails. They're tiny. Right in the centre of the screen, there's two. I thought I was going to fly down to me then. That was close. I don't think it is actually. I think it's cold tits. It's cold tits. Big family group. So many chicks. Ooh, went dizzy there. So many chicks just fledged. Yeah, Julie, please do. You've got a beautiful part of the world. No, thank you for your service, Rack. My mum's cousin was on reconnaissance in Iraq, and he brought round photographs that taken of the desert, and you couldn't, unless you knew what you were looking at, you didn't know it was there. But there were rocket launchers, there was the Scud missiles. But he was also involved with. There was a big, I don't know if it, a big building out in the desert, and that from reconnaissance was very important to uh, the army, shall we say. And the main man had actually been there. The day before the strike, they moved a load of civilians in to that building. The building was bombed, and of course, we were slated for killing innocents and civilians, but it wasn't civilians there. It was Saddam and his crew. It's one of their main headquarters. The photographs I found are just absolutely mind-boggling. Hi, Home Photography. How you doing? Thanks for coming in. Back at this odd little clearing. I'll show you the seat over here before I head up the hill. Gregory, how you doing? This seat's had been resined. They're going to make a big bang when they fall. They're going to miss the seat happily. Lovely place. Nice place to have the seat in. Yeah, this tree is going to take the next tree. Going to take that tree with it. The one behind it over there. That's hanged in a tree right there in a V. Yeah, a family had it put in here for a family member. The adventurous traveller, the world will never be the same without you. You brought joy to our lives. We wish you so much, forever in our hearts with endless love. It's really pretty. Lovely thing to do. Just odd this clearing, and I can't work out why. This back's a bit steep. There's they've left notes on there to the family member, but I'm not putting those on camera. It's private. Hot enough warm. It doesn't look it, but it is. Very humid. See all these little holes? They've mostly got spiders in them. You get wasps that tunnel into the sand. These will be full of spiders. Amanda, how you doing? Yeah, I'm good. Do you want to put your link in for your premiere later? It looks beautiful there that you're putting up. Amanda's got a premiere at 5:30 today, GMT, on her channel. Some beautiful drone footage. That one's at a dodgy angle. Smash. Right, we're going to walk out this way. A nice little footpath. Legs are like lead today. Nice one, Amanda. Can you hear those birds? What was that? I'm about to find out. It's landed just up there. Hi, Linda. You okay? Thank you very much for coming in. On this footpath will be protected from the wind, I'm hoping. Fair few trees down. I thought it was a sparrowhawk, but it can't be. Oh, my legs are like lead. Come up a fair bank though. Doesn't look it. Hope you're good, Amanda. Looking forward to this footage. Love drone footage. Looks a gorgeous place. Oh, legs. Behave. Outlaw, love your dogs. They're gorgeous. Yeah, it is. I agree. Stick up Blackburn. Not heard one cuckoo today. No, I hear a couple. Someone's had a horse through here. That was probably there for me the other day, actually. Last time I was here. I've got another bank to go up. Oh, geez, that was something big falling. No, it wasn't. It was that branch right next to me. Amanda, no, I had one. It just spun round in circles. It drove me mental. So I gave up. That branch sounded a lot bigger than it was. That's fair rotten. Oh, for God's sake, look at this bank. Lags are hating banks today. Right, there's a little robin right there. Where are you? Flown off. Yeah, I had a go with it. But it would just spin around in circles and flip the phone upside down. So I gave up. Legs. To be fair, that is quite steep. There's someone's dog. I am nearly at the end of this path, I think. I could do with one myself. My hand, touch is maybe just too heavy. But slightest little touch on the dial, well, the touchpad, and it would just spin, flap up and down. So I gave up. Shahid, how are you doing? Thank you very much for coming in. That breeze is nice, actually. Thanks for coming in, Outlaw. Yay, we're at the path that starts going downhill. Lots of ash trees here. You don't tend to see as many now. There was a big disease. No, it was elms, wasn't it? I'm sure there was ash as well. There's that fancy camp somebody's made. That's just showing off. There's no roots on that at all. No wonder it went down. Geez, I'm not sure about walking under these. Who's done this? Someone's wedged that in. As you do. I've heard stories of someone doing that on another path similar to this. Using branches and pulling saplings down across the paths, making it hard for people to pass through. Right, let's see if I can get down here in one piece. That's not too steep. Here we go. We'll see if they've been doing it here as well. It looks kind of nice, but it's just so dangerous. You're damaging the trees, you're damaging the saplings that they're pulling down. If they plonk on your head, it's going to hurt. I know, Cass, it's ridiculous. There's photographs on Facebook of the trees all bent over. People have been too scared to walk under them. They've been going around them. Someone coming with a dog. Little whippet thing. Hello. Hello. Oh yeah. Midlands, thank you very much for coming in. Yeah, Josh has some great lives. Grab a coffee, grab a smoke, go and pull up in Josh's. Good fun. I was very jealous of the snow that Josh got this last winter. Like signposts vanished. Roads vanished, come to think. I wouldn't have a clue where the road was to drive on them. Yeah, there's a look of badgers, human badgers just along here. I was saying the other day. I'm not going snooping again. Ah, cool Midlands. Sounds interesting. I'm intrigued. Look at the size of this one. Massive. Sycamore. It's massive. Ooh, look at the bark. Isn't that weird? Cool. Another. Thanks, Midlands. I went on that top one just to see what it was last time. There wasn't anything there, it's just a higher one. Maybe in nosy, I had to go. See, I think it's definitely the YouTube app. Going live through YouTube itself on the app that's been the issue for me. Both signal-wise and the screen going blank. The last time I was here on the app, it was constantly cutting off. It took us 3 lives to do it. And then I had to change over to StreamYard to just get it done. Cheers, Ayla. Thank you very much, chick. I mean, I've done that whole wood on StreamYard, and it's not even kicked us off. A couple of dip bits, but no way would it have stuck. Ooh. Hen pheasant feather. A wing feather. Got a nice little meadow in there. Julie, thank you so much for coming in. Yeah, Julie's Josh's better half. Isn't she, Josh? Nice and quiet down this path. It's a decent loop through the wood. And the road on the other side. Shandy, aye. Thank you very much, chick. I've managed not to get lost today. I'm quite good at getting lost. There, you got another badger track across there. The low shape dip there. Badger body shape. Wind, go away. The farmer's been splashed out and put new fence posts and gates in. Hi, Ron. Yeah, it is. I'm quite good at that. Although in the woodlands, it's a lot less of a mission that it is getting lost on the moors. I've got... yeah, all right, Harlan. Thanks very much for coming in. Peanut Hub, thank you for coming in. I've got a couple of hills on the moors I've got planned. Do you think he's trying to block that up? It's got barbed wire, it's got fencing, it's got all sorts. One's the highest peak around here. It's 620 metres, I think. And the other one is pretty much the same. And one's got a tower on top, and I want to go and see if I can get in a tower. It's not a little trig. It's definitely a tower, it's huge. Probably won't be able to get in it, but my nosy self wants to go and try. Go for wild roses. These don't have smell, the dog were flowers. Tiny little flowers that hum. Hawthorn's absolutely covered in berries. Loads of them. That'll feed the birds plenty this winter. Ooh, isn't that weird? I don't even know. I think it's a larch, isn't it? See how it grows out and along both sides. It's unusual. Hello, little bird. I hear you. Where are you? Ooh, look at these. What kind of tree has those? Here's the leaf. It's an odd one. Timo Zigzag, thank you very much for coming in. How you doing? Nice to see you. Hey. It's early in the morning for you, isn't it? Jonathan, thank you very much for coming in, my friend. I haven't seen you for a while. How you doing? I don't know, Cass. Funny looking thing. Oh, look. Now, what are you? You're more of a badger hole shape, possibly. So there'll be young badgers being kicked off by the parents, so they'll be mucking around, digging away and practicing for themselves. Zay absolutely rocks as well. Drop in a sub. I'll be a nightmare trying to come through this bit in a couple of months. Evil nettles. I mean, I'm 5'8", and these ferns are like shoulder height. I've got a lot of growing left to do. Nettles. What is the point to nettles? Why are they so nasty? It's like wasps. Why is there the need to be so horrible? Pretty. Thanks for coming in, Peanut. Lovely to see you. Another animal track coming up that bank. Let's see if there's any hair left behind. You'll find an animal track, they'll catch the fur on branches, on wire. Gives you an idea of what they actually are if you're lucky enough. Thank you, Jonathan. How are you keeping, Jonathan? Are you okay? I'm a bit windswept. Sniper. Thank you very much. Something's, oh, they've been fighting maybe. Big crow feathers. Ooh, that's buggy down there. Little beck in the bottom. Sniper has a brilliant gaming channel. He's a lovely guy. And here's some music. Check out Zay, who's got a brilliant channel too. Mama Cass has got a brilliant crafting channel. Cass, do you want to put the cat channel up? Put a link to your cat channel. She's also got a cat channel. It's brilliant. Ooh. There is around here couple of Victorian dumps, and we've got pottery and things. It's possible there was one here. Yeah, more pottery along here too. Lots of it, actually. People have been going in the Victorian dumps here and been picking up some brilliant bottles. So I'm trying to sweet talk somebody that goes to tell me where it is. There's one that I know of. I think that's been worked through a lot. I know the rabbits, they dig up a lot of the pottery and bottles. The link the Barcast has put on up is her cat channel. If you like cats or just general cuteness, head on over to Cass's cat channel. The secret, they make a cheese with nettles here, and it is lush. Raspberries. I've never tried nettle tea either. What is that? How do you pick it? There's a way to pick a nettle up without getting stung. It's not from underneath the leaves, is it? Is it from on top of the leaves? I don't fancy trying it out to work it out, to be honest. There you rock. Hello, little Robin. Can't see it, I can hear it. No, there's a way to pick them up, Cass, without getting stung, and I can't remember what it is. Apart from wearing gloves. I hear baby words. Yeah, secret, they're gorgeous. The kittens are just lush. Cass, have you posted that one where the kitten kisses you? Should do if you haven't. I've not looked. This I was all excited about. And I kind of dug one up and I took it home, thinking that's going to have beautiful flowers in it because it got loads, they have loads of little flower buds on them in a few weeks' time. What an anticlimax. There were tiny little dots, little pink dots. Wasn't much use. Not as nice as they looked they were going to be. Yeah, Ron, they do. They're covered in loads of little tiny spikes and they hurt. And you get little welts. Evil things they are. As you can see, there's little hairs on the stems. On the leaves as well, they're covered in those. And the sting lasts a fair while. Well, an hour, and you get little lumps off them. Bloody dock leaves. There is an antidote in a plant. Normally you see them near them. I don't know if I passed one. If you get stung, you always look for a dock leaf. Break off a leaf. It's a wide leaf plant. You break off a leaf crumple it in your hand and rub it onto the stings. I can't see any. Oh yeah, we have. There you go. Here's a dock leaf. Nice wide leaves. If you get stung by one of those, break that off, crumple it in your hand and rub it on the sting. And it's like an antidote for it. Kristen, it's been great, lovely and peaceful. And pretty much escaped the wind. Yeah, Cass, that video is lush. And the dock grubs that you get under the dock plant secret blackburn, the fish go nuts for. Trout love them. They look like witchetty grubs. And they are the grubs that become the... It's about to get run over. That's the way of nature. The dock leaves fix the stingy nettles. Yeah, tell me about it. By tea time, Christy, and I won't be able to move much. I've got RA, I've got bolts and pins in my spine. It makes life interesting. I'm waiting for them to decide what they're going to do with my feet. I have to live in trainers 24/7. Like Nike ones with the bulls in. I've got arthritis starting to attack the balls of my big toes. The plantars in my feet are screwed. But me doing this is me sticking 2 fingers up at it. I like being stubborn. Hey goats. Yeah, I've got it everywhere, Christine. I had walking sticks when I was 9. And at the time, they put it down to the cartilage in my knees, but my rheumatologist is saying that was basically the start of the arthritis then. When they fused my spine up, they said that my bones were wearing away, the facet joints were wearing away, and that the bones were looking arthritic. So at that point, I wasn't diagnosed. And I asked the question, will fusing it stop the arthritis in the bones in its tracks? And I was given the odds of 70% chance of 70% better. At the time, I was a single mum with 2 young kids. I couldn't put a crisp packet in the bin without putting my back out. And I decided I had to take it, even if it meant I was on less medication. It's the risk that I took. And unfortunately for me, it didn't work. Hiya. Yes, unfortunately for me, it didn't work. And they only found, I was only diagnosed after that surgery screw up. But makes life interesting. Though flapping that I need new hips. I get a ring of bone spurs growing my hips like rose thorns. But I seem to grind them down. Rather than feeling swollen, my hips feel dry. Phonetic Car Guru, thank you very much for coming in. Oh God, yeah. I know that crap mine lock. If I kneel down, I can get stuck. I don't move because I know it's going to hurt when I try and unlock it. Wind, go away. Good afternoon, Mr. Magpie. How's your wife and family? Right, that's 3. 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for a girl. Magpies. Pearls of wisdom, thank you very, very much for coming in. How are you? I've been out wandering. Yeah, Christine, please do. Leave it in the comments and I'll get back in touch with you. I'm 50 next year. Oh, joy. My plan's been to age disgracefully. I like their chickens they've got on the gates. I'd like a couple of those. Georgia diving. Can't get my words out today. Thank you very much for being here. Suri, thank you very much for coming in. It's one thing about using StreamYard, you can't wrench people up through it. I don't think. Or can I? No, I can't. Which is annoying. All I can do is start your comment, put user in timeout, or block user. That's the only options I get. Suri, thank you very much for coming in. Suri's lovely. He's got a great channel too. How are you, Pearls of Wisdom? That road is crazy busy. It's maybe because it's a Friday. Cheers, Christine. I'll find it. Find it. I'll get in touch with you. But we're back at the monument. That is what they thought the hanging tree was. So they've planted an oak inside it. And that's the monument for the 6 Jacobites that were hung on that tree. In the memory of the 6 Jacobites who fought for the restoration of the House of Stuart and who were executed here March 21st, 1746. Local sandstone. No, it's not doing it for me. It's not giving me any options but to start comment, put user in timeout or block. Yeah, at the start of the live, there's you'll be able to see all the names of the Jacobites that were hung there, on there. 3 were from Manchester. The one there's a John Innes, and the other one I remember because it's makes it easy to remember. Can't remember the other ones. Made me like a goldfish. Sorry about that. There was a battle in 1569. Some family member decided to take a castle when the heir died prematurely. The Queen sent her forces and Woodlands. Then you got the Romans. Sorry, signal here doesn't like me. So yeah, they got the Battle of Helbeck, if you want to look it up, was in that woodland. And you have a Roman quarry that the dates are around about 209 AD, used to build Hadrian's Wall. And off in the distance is the sea off that horizon. Scotland just across the channel there. So, well, that's me about back. I'm going to have to go and get a quick cuppa before I do the school run. Thank you very much for joining me. Yeah, I'll pass it on to Cass as well, Christine. So have a lovely Friday and have a lovely weekend. And I'll see you soon. Thanks, everybody.